Here are the tests on my 1953 AllianceWare toilet. It is set to the water line in the tank, and it is using a Douglas style flush valve. So I will show you guys a flush, and then let's see how it does on tests. This toilet has an awesome flush, exactly like a Crane Oxford. For the first test, let's see if it can take a washcloth. This toilet has no mineral buildup and I don't believe it's got any blockages in anything, so I think it should pass perfectly. As expected, perfect pass. For the next test, let's see if it can take a grocery bag. I think it should do perfectly. I think it struggled just a tiny bit, but not really enough to matter. I'd still say it did very well. Now, let's see if it can take the washcloth and the grocery bag together. I think it will do very well. Crane did a very good job designing toilets back in the day, and even though this one is branded AllianceWare, it is clearly the same as a Crane. It's clogged, but I'm going to flush it a second time and see if it can take that by itself. It took it without overflowing. Something else you guys have probably noticed is that I am not at home. I'm not in my usual spot where I test my toilets. I am out of town and I'm staying somewhere else temporarily. So the next few videos might be in this location, but this one is going to be posted before other videos that I'm filming at this time because it is a YouTube first. So anyway, what I was going to say is that there's a house right next door to me and there's no fence between them, so the neighbors can literally walk out on the back porch and see me flushing a bunch of random stuff down a toilet and making comments about it. So they must think I'm insane, and to be completely honest, they might be right. So anyway, let's see if it can take a dish towel. I think the flushing style is what's causing it to clog on this. I'm going to try angling it and seeing if I can get it to pass that way. It couldn't get that through the trapway even angled. Honestly, I'm a little surprised, but it's a pretty big dish towel, so I can't really blame it. Overall, I would say the performance is not too bad, but not too great either. I've definitely seen better from the time, and I don't really know if I've seen worse, but that's definitely not saying it's a bad toilet. It's still a really awesome toilet. So now let's move on to the flush tests. For the first flush test, let's see how it flushes with a dry bowl. Since this toilet has a very long flush, I'm guessing that it will flush pretty much perfectly. Very awesome flush. Now, let's see how it flushes with a clogged siphon jet. Honestly, I think it'll flush about like a Drexel. Kind of. It almost double flushed too. That was pretty cool. Now, let's see if it can take dirt. A long flushing toilet such as this should take it very well. It flushes very similarly to my Elger Quieta in that it siphons for the greater part of the flush. So I think that means that it will probably take this perfectly, if not very close to perfectly. I'd say the bowl clearance is definitely perfect. It missed a spot right here, but I imagine there's a clogged jet, and this leaf just fell in, so that doesn't count. The rinse, aside from that, looks very good. It looks perfect. So I'm going to flush it and see what this problem is. Looks to me like a clogged rim jet. Also, I did not bring my tripod on this trip, so I did it the old way with a piece of wood. So I can't really blame it for failing that one part there because it did have a clogged rim jet, but the rest of it did pretty much perfectly. So I am impressed, and this toilet has a very good flush. So anyway, that is all for this video. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe and turn on notifications. It helps my channel a lot and I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next video.